Hello class, so in this video naman, I will be discussing Bernoulli's differential equations. So ito ay halos kamukha siya ng linear differential equations, pati yung way ng pagsosolve natin, similar dun. So for differential equation class, y prime plus p of xy, y prime p of xy equal to q of x y raised to n, or pwede rin na yung y prime natin, gawin nating dy over dx, tapos multiply natin yung whole equation by dx. So, ang kakalabasan nun is dy plus p of x y dx is equal to q of x y raised to n dx. Or, kapag x naman yung dependent variable natin, x prime plus p of y x is equal to q of y x raised to n. Or, pag ginawa natin yung kanina sa nasa taas, we have dx over dy, tapos multiply natin yung whole equation by dy. Magkakaroon tayo ng dx plus p of y x dy is equal to q of y x raised to n dy. So, if y daw doon is the dependent variable for equation 8 and x is x is the dependent variable for equation 9, tapos yung n na to is not equal to 0 or not equal to 1, then the differential equation is a Bernoulli's equation. So, ganun daw natin i-identify kung ang isang, if a differential equation is a Bernoulli equation. So, it's also noteworthy noting that for equations 8 and 9, if n is equal to 1, then they are variable sa parable. If n is equal to 0, the equation is linear. Pansinin nyo, if n is equal to 0, kung 0 to, this is y raised to 0. So, this is q of x raised to y. This is the exact form of a differential equation na linear. Diba? Because from the previous discussion, ang linear differential equation is dy over dx plus p of x y is equal to q of x. Yan. Now, if ito yung Bernoulli's equation natin and n is equal to 0, magiging linear siya. Kung n is equal to 0, ito yung kakalabasan niya exactly na form. And kapag n naman is equal to 1, so kung n is equal to 1, makakancel yung y dito, tsaka yung y dito. That will be a variable, separable na differential equation. So also, it's worth noting rin in this part na ng discussion na an equation could be variable separable, tapos it can also be, halimbawa, at the same time, pwede siyang multiple na type ng differential equation. For example, pwedeng homogeneous siya, pero pwedeng exact din siya. Yung mga ganun ba? So, pwede na ganun. So, pwede na exact yan, tapos linear din siya. So, may mga ganun tayong cases. So, kayo na yung bahala kung ano yung gagamitin yung test, paano nyo i-identify, and which one tingin nyo is yung mas magandang gamitin. Now, ano naman yung solution to Bernoulli's equation? So, katulad nung sa differential equation natin na linear, so, meron din tayong general solution for that. So, to find the general solution of a Bernoulli equation, it is given as y raised to negative 1 minus n is equal to 1 over I of x times the integral of 1 minus n q of x I of x dx plus c. So, parang literal na kamukha talaga nung sa differential equation kanina. So, except that, instead of using e raised to p dx as your integrating factor, iba yung integrating factor natin. I of x is our integrating factor and that is equal to this one. So, sa linear, ito integrating factor. Sa Bernoulli class is ito. So, para lang hindi mahaba, kasi mahaba to, di ba? Pag nilagay mo dyan. So, ang nilagay na lang natin is I of x na. Because that is the function of x. Now, for equation 8, kapag Bernoulli equation siya, tapos, ayun nga, ang dependent variable natin ay y. So, kung ang dependent variable natin ay x, sa equation 9 yon, ang general solution naman natin ay ito. So, similar nung kanina, pinlip lang natin yung mga variable. So, we have x raised to 1 minus n is equal to 1 over I of y times the integral of 1 minus n q of y, I of y, dy plus c. Wherein yung I of y natin is the integrating factor and is given as I of y is equal to e raised to the integral of 1 minus n p of y dy. So, intimidating lang tingnan pero sobrang dali lang mag-solve ng Bernoulli equation kasi sundan mo lang tong process na to. Example, so we have y prime plus 2xy is equal to x squared y cubed. So, remember, ang form ng Bernoulli's equation is we have y prime kung ang dependent variable ay y plus p of x y is equal to q of x y raised to n. So, in this case, class, ang p of x natin is 2 over x. Ang q of x natin is x squared. Tapos, ang n naman natin ay 3. So, the first step is, express muna natin siya into the standard form of Bernoulli equation. Pero since naka-express na siya sa Bernoulli equation, hindi na natin yung gagawin. So, p of x, as I've said earlier, 2 over x. Tapos, q of x is x squared, and then n is 3. Now, substitute na natin yung mga value na yan doon sa general solution natin. But first, we should determine the integrating factor. Remember that the integrating factor is I of x is equal to e raised to 1 minus n times p of x dx. N natin is 3. P of x natin is 2 over x. So, we will have 1 minus 3, negative 2. So, we will have negative 4. Labas na natin yung negative 4 na yon. Matitira is integral of 1 over x dx. So, we will have negative 4 ln x. Since ang integral ng 1 over x dx ay ln x. Lipat natin yung negative 4 para maging power. Tapos, cancelin natin yung e tsaka ln. We will have x raised to negative 4. So, ang integrating factor natin is 1 over x to the 4th power. Or x raised to 4. So, substitute na natin sa general solution. So, this is the general solution. We already know I of x. So, alam na natin to. We also know q of x and we know the value of n. So, I of x natin is 1 over x raised to the 4th power. N is 3. So, ayan, n din yan. So, 3. Tapos, q of x natin is x squared. So, we will arrive at y raised to 1 minus 3 is equal to 1 over x raised to the 4th power times the integral of 1 minus 3. Q of x is x squared times I of x is again 1 over x raised to the 4th power dx plus c. So, we will have, ito pa rin yun. Na-copy-paste ko siguro. So, we will have, evaluate natin yung mga, mga nag-add, minus. So, we will have y raised to negative 2, yung 1 over x to the 4th power, that's just x to the 4th power, times the integral of negative 2, x raised to negative 2 dx plus c. So, madali nang integrate yan. So, ano lang tayo dyan ulit? Pangalan nito? Simple na integration. So, we will have y raised to negative 2 is equal to x raised to the 4th power times negative 2 x raised to negative 1 over negative 1 plus c. So, power rule pa rin yung ginamit. Simplify natin yon. Yung negative 2 over negative 1. Magiging y raised to the negative 2 is equal to 2x cubed plus x raised to 4 c. And then, tanggalin natin yung negative na exponent. Magiging 1 over y squared is equal to 2x cubed plus x to the 4th power times c. So, this is our general solution. Ayun. So, ganun lang kadali. So, as in like literal, para ka nag-solve ng linear differential equation, except this time around, iba lang yung solution na sinusundan mo. So, out of all the, previously discussed na, na process, ito lang yung kailangan talaga nating sobrang magkabisa ng formula, kumbaga. But then again, most of the challenging part is not the differential equation part. It's the integral and the differential calculus na part talaga. So, kailangan ano natin yung sarili natin doon. I-improve kumbaga. So, that's it for Bernoulli's equation.